Yeah, I know.
Okay, should be good.
Okay, everyone, welcome to the March 12th, 2026 Town of Baltimore Planning Board meeting, 7 p.m. Tonight, we have 3 public hearings for start. The first one is for a minor subdivision application for Meredith Colburn, and it's in County Route 61. We have a response from all the.
I don't know, you guys have your green card.
You guys want to come up? Okay.
There you are.
Okay.
Trying to think how many neighboring properties were on that.
There was a lot. There was a lot. Okay. That is not many. So 3 green cards were returned and all of them were sent.
Out of how many properties?
8.
8? Only 3.
8. And they were sent on February 24th, so it had plenty of time.
Could you just tell us which ones weren't?
Which ones didn't return?
Yeah.
Roy Rim, Denise Tabor, Michael Meredith, no?
Michael Meredith.
I never got
Assumed green card.
Yeah, Michael Meredith.
Okay, then we can't do it with separate.
Scenic Hudson and Tyler West. So we received back
Oh,
from,
Scenic Hudson, because they're across the road.
yeah, so we received back from Barbara Bartholomew, Arthur Kennedy, and Michael Carroll. And that is it, but there is receipt, they were all sent
Yeah.
on February 24th. So,
All right, anybody in the board, I think we looked the maps all over.
the maps are here.
Well, we can lay one out, I don't know if anyone.
Anybody is here for that?
What's that?
Just open it up to the audience.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to-
Anybody in the board want to take a look at the map again? Okay. Yeah, I'll open up to anyone in the audience if they want to come up and take a look at one of the maps or has any questions or comments. Please come forward if you do in regards to this minor subdivision. Say it's down on County Route 61, kind of right by the corner of Kings Road. Kings Road, right? Kings
Yeah,
Road.
not Old Kings Road. Old Kings Road. Kings Road. We went through that month
We
ago.
got too many kings on our roads,
Too many kings.
Well, we don't have anything much going on as far as any,
Yeah.
so, we didn't set a clear for each one individually, did we?
Nope.
So we can, go ahead then and, make a motion to close the public hearing for the minor subdivision for Colburn Meredith.
Are you making or want me to?
I'll make the motion.
Second it.
Second, Anne Marie. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, the public hearing is closed. Our next public hearing is for minor subdivision application for Peter Gagan. On Featherbed Lane. Do we have a map on that?
I have the draft map, Mr. Gagan just brought all these are the official maps.
Oh, the officials?
Yeah, do we wanna get the Colburn maps off, you have them all together, Henry? And then we'll switch up maps. They are.
Okay.
All right, and let you know about the green cards for this one.
Which, by the way, I did not receive one.
You didn't either.
I got the letter, but no green card.
I did also not receive the green one. We didn't get a green one.
The green card comes off the back of the certified mailing and gets returned to the person who sent it to you. So basically, this is a receipt that it was sent. So,
That's all.
you're Volmar, correct?
Yes.
So I have
Oh,
the
they sent it.
receipt that you received
Gotcha.
the letter.
My
That's what,
apologies.
that's what the green card is, really.
Okay.
So we have green cards from four, no, let me check again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you said these ones, so 5 out of 7.
You guys want to see the map?
Should be 6 there.
6?
You know what, someone, go ahead.
4. Oh, yeah, there it is. 6. 1, 2, 6, 7. So 6 out of 7.
Let's set one up here for some people.
So I didn't have this one. It got stuck behind another one. And all were sent. All were sent, all but one were received.
The mail is really slow.
How many properties was there altogether?
This was 2 separate properties that were,
I know, I mean, how many, were abutting?
there were 6 properties abutting, but, one of the properties has 2 separate sets of owners on it, so 2 cards were sent for one
Oh.
property.
Yeah.
Yes.
3 more owners? Okay, I think we hashed this out pretty well with the board. That's the best way to go about this. I understand we have some comments, probably concerns from the, okay, if you would come forward and state your name for the record.
I can go first?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Ed Volmar.
Yep.
And if you take a look at the map, I'm the largest landowner. And I'm not here, by the way, who's been applying? I haven't seen these guys in a long time. I'm not here to cause any argument against their request, because that's fine with me, okay? Because they're doing all the right things that they need to do. I'm here basically because my granddaughter told me some time ago, hey, I'll go to that meeting and find out if there's anything they can do to protect us. And that was the word she used. So I have to explain what she means. If you take a look at the map, our farm, which is about 200 plus acres, half of which is in the town of Greenville, we're encircled, okay? And from my house, which is on Hillcrest Road, to the back where your property is like almost about 3/4 of a mile, I think, right? So there's no way, I can keep an eyeball on that property, okay? And I really don't want to. I got other things to do in my life also. But she said also, she's a pretty sharp kid. She said, give them a litany of some of the things that we've had to endure over the years and over the decades. So I'll actually give you a little frame of reference. If I start behind that plot of land, okay? I went for a walk with 2 friends of mine several years ago, and in deer season, I have 2 guys who are allowed to hunt on my property. They always park in my driveway, so I know where they are, and Con loves that, okay? We were walking through the woodlot, and all of a sudden, one of us looked up, and there's a guy up in a tree on my property, okay? I said, what are you doing up there? And he says, well, I've been hunting here for 35 years. Yeah, then you were hunting for 35 years without permission, and nobody knew that you were up there. So that was an invasion of our privacy, also caused us a problem, because if we don't know you're back there, then we're limited in what we can do, okay? And we, did farm work there, hay fields and corn fields and all that. Walk a little further in, I was back there one day with my 4 kids. All of a sudden we looked up and coming out of the woods was this group of about 7 or 8 guys all dressed, just happened to be during deer season, in hunting clothes and having a grand old time walking through my hay fields. Hey guys, what are you doing here? Oh, we rented this property. I said, you didn't rent this property. What are you doing here? Turns out they rented it from a neighbor of mine who had 100 acres. And I called him up. He said, Ed, they were told not to go there. I'm canceling that thing, and that was fine. Until a couple of weeks ago, a couple of weeks after that, I also found out they had a big German, why did I say German? Because I am German, which is an army truck. And they'd gone through my fields in the back in the wood lot and knocked a hole through the stone wall. Okay? Go a little further, the same spot. I went out one day out in what we call the feed lot. My father had a heifer, beautiful young animal. She was acting bizarrely, and she kept on looking like I watched her for a week, like she was in heat for 2 weeks. Well, she's not being bred, something's wrong. I sent her to a butcher. Got a call back from the butcher. He said, Ed, did you know somebody shot this cow? I said, what? He says, yeah, she's got a hole in her stomach. The bullet went into her stomach, killed the calf that she had in there. So we had to have, obviously, I sent her down to the butcher. Okay, we're not finished yet. We had a whole bunch of other episodes, including, for example, my father left one of his tractors parked out in a hayfield, well, actually next to a cornfield, and he left it there overnight and came back the following morning, and somebody shot a hole into the radiator. And I could tell you a lot more tales of this. The reason I came tonight, I think I explained some of this to you before too, also, just, be on friendly terms with everybody. I don't know what the town of New Baltimore or any town can do to protect those of us whose property is violated continually. We have people coming in and neighbors are not adhering to all, the niceties, okay? If I report something, which occasionally I do, the comment I get back at, was your property posted? And I said, wait a minute. Why should I be the guy doing the posting? People are supposed to be paying attention to their property. And I've had more tales of people, tell me, oh, I shot a deer on so-and-so's property and it ran into yours. And you know how that tale goes. Yep. You've lived around it long enough. So what my granddaughter was after was, if we can find some way to give us a greater sense of security, that if we go out in the back hay fields, in the wood lots, whatever we want to do on the farm, that we don't have to continually look around and see who else is back there. Now, the 2 guys who have permission to hunt on my property, those are the only 2 guys that I allow. And as I said earlier, they have to park my driveway. That's my way of keeping tabs. Now, if you want a little bit of further background, by the way, similar situation up on Hillcrest Road. I don't know if it shows on your map. There's state property. I had a problem with the state, and I called the state several years ago. I said, you got to come down here and take a look at it. And the guy was nice. He was very, very good. It's like an 80-acre plot of land. Is that about right, Chris? About 80 acres that the state owns. Well, you can't walk through it without killing yourself. But since it's so bad to walk through, they look through the brush and they see my hay fields. Oh, great! I'm no dummy. I'm going to go where it's all open. So again, the issue for me is, if not only New Baltimore, but some other towns as well, if we can't find something to protect the rights of the people who actually own the property. I would like to go out, have my granddaughter go out in the woodlot if she wants, and not worry about, hey, do I have to find out who's back there? Deer season, I can give some limits to it. I don't want people there, but I always tell the kids, if you're going to go out in the woodlot, take a tractor, make a lot of noise, stuff like that. But that's my purpose for being here, and I don't want this to be personal, because it isn't, because I appreciate the fact that you guys applied for the permit and everything else, because those rules are meant to protect neighbors. Well, I'm also a neighbor, and I want to be protected. So, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Believe me, you're looking at a board, there's several large property owners here, and go through some of them issues, time and time again. But
I figured,
I don't think there's anything we can do about it from a planning board perspective. I mean, anybody have any comments on?
Well, I would call the police every time you find someone on your property.
the Encon officers come through my neighborhood all the time, basically, because years ago when we had the agreement that people come park in my driveway. And they
They're
always,
trespassing, and that's against the law. And if you want, you have to take the action to call the sheriff or the town police, and
There's always somebody new coming in. You
Yeah.
chase one off, somebody else is gonna come in.
but here's my problem also,
By the time the police show up.
Yeah,
if I even know about it, that's the
Yeah.
problem. That's why I made the opening comment. I'm about a 3/4 of a mile from the back property, which is
do you know
basically
those
wood.
blink cameras?
Right?
Those blink cameras? They're little
Oh.
cameras you can put up outside, and they're very easy to use, because I use them. And, I have property in other places and stuff, and they work wonderful.
He's got 200 acres.
Well, I know, but you're asking for suggestions.
Yeah.
There's no answers to the problem you're encountering, except what we're talking about here.
Well, I can offer one suggestion, maybe even a couple. I think one of these suggestions that I offer is like you have a lot of paperwork, connected to this. Then when people get the permit to be able to build on their property, I think there should be a very strong legal statement from the town of New Baltimore that says that you need to be conscious of your neighbor's property. Because you're expecting me to keep up, and I understand, but you're expecting me to keep my eye on 200 acres, half of which, by the way, is in the town of Greenville. And that's an impossible thing. And even further, this is why I raised a question about posted signs, is that, okay, I'm supposed to put the posted signs up, which we do, okay? But it seems to me that's kind of ridiculous that the landowner has to put the posted signs up. Like, for example, I'll just pick on you because you're sitting next to me, okay? If she's my neighbor, then I think she ought to be obligated to, which, by the way, you've already done for me. I think you actually put a posted sign from your side of the fence.
That was early. I'm the one that came up, talked to you that day on your
Okay.
porch and
Yeah, and
called you over the winter too as well, when I
Yeah.
saw someone in your field.
yeah, that was a little wind up there. But so I'm just looking for different ways. Education might be a big part of things. It might even be a way that when you are sending out literature from the town of New Baltimore in connection with,
Well, how about
Request-
when they get their
sorry,
permit to hunt? I think that would be the easiest way. The DEC provides the permits. They come here to get their hunting permit.
They do, to the
Yeah.
town clerk office.
okay,
So maybe a something could be just a one pager.
Right. Make sure you're not
Unfortunately-
trespassing on properties that we are not.
I would think that
permission.
maybe DEC might have a flyer.
maybe.
The building
They do cover it. It's in the, when you
specifically
take your hunter
has-
safety course, it's part of the hunter safety course that you have to respect other landowners' property.
Yeah, I know.
Well, they might,
That's all in it.
apparently they need
The
a
building
reminder.
department does put in every permit
Okay.
that you're required to obey all the setbacks, which in the rural agricultural isn't really a lot, but it's, so that nobody puts a barn right on your property line or anything like that. I don't think they can do anything other than say, make sure you're within your setbacks when you're doing stuff on your own property, but I know that it is already stated, in every cover letter that goes out with a building permit.
And a final comment, by the way, because my granddaughter and I talked about this too. Another reason for my presence here is, do you have kids yet?
Yep.
Okay.
2-year-old.
Protect your kids. Because little kids like to wander, that's fine, I don't have any problem with little kids, it's a very interesting place to go through. But I don't want them being placed in a situation where they don't know who's back there. So whatever can be done to take care of, I said I'm a landowner, I have rights. And just as much as far as you can do that, that's the issue, so, thank you very much. I got wordy. I'm a retired teacher, what you expect.
Unfortunately, we can't teach your neighbors respect, and I think that's where the problem really begins.
Yeah.
And that's it in a nutshell, I think.
My name's Tom Portulakis. I live right across the street from that parcel.
Okay, cross feather bed?
Run on feather bed. 3 parcels there is not a minor subdivision. That's a subdivision. They're gonna put 3 houses in there. I
Correct.
don't want 3 houses across the street from my house. Beth Kissel doesn't want it because she's afraid of her water. I'm afraid of my water too. So are the people that live on the other side of them. I don't know if they're here tonight. There's one right back there. So just, I'm short and sweet, you know, I don't want a development across from me.
Okay, well, the acreages on these parcels are, we have a 2-acre minimum. They're well above this, you know, so,
You have a 2-acre minimum for a house?
yes.
Is that what the town is?
Yeah.
So later on, they can break those 2 4s into 2 more parcels.
No, no, they can't.
These are, well, the one is 4, you know.
Yeah,
There's 2 4-acre parcels and 1 3-acre
yeah,
parcel.
but then they'd have the problem with the
The right of way.
right of ways and stuff, so they,
Well,
I don't see it happening on this because.
from what I heard, it was a family compound.
well,
So
Well, if you
that's,
Do we
call,
wanna
if you call a mother and a father and a son and a daughter a family compound.
that's a family
Is
compound.
Mr. Gagnon?
Mr. Gagan
Could
is
you
here.
come forward, please? I'm just, so we get everything on the record, you know, so.
It is already a two-piece property, parcel property.
Yes.
So what was there was almost 11 and a half acres. So 11 and a half acres between 2 houses, that's pretty big. So your limit is 2 acres per piece of property. So I have 3 pieces of property that I'm subdividing it into for my family.
Yep.
So as a family compound, as you want to make it, we're not going to put up fences and
No,
all that kind of stuff and gate windows and stuff like
I
that.
don't wanna
It's
see
just
that
going to
across the
be a
street.
regular
I'm not
house
talking
there.
about that. It's a family compound. And all the family I've built for my life, I've built houses. Every time you come across a family compound, you either have them fighting against each other or all the compound fighting against all the neighbors. So,
Well, I think you have an issue with that because the thing is, we're not that kind of a family.
Well, also
you can't
we
say
have-
that. You
And as
can't
well
say
as
that.
that, we keep within the law. Well, I'm not going to
Yes, you
start
keep
any
within the
trouble.
law, but if you slight one of them, you slight all
yeah,
of
but
them.
that.
Well, that's the goal with any
something
kind of
Yeah.
neighborhood.
That sounds like a
Yeah, but I don't-
civil
So you're
matter.
bringing up issues that
That's
could
a
be
civil
for any
matter.
place or any place or
Well,
any
most people
town.
back there don't wanna see this happen.
They're opposed to it, you know, they don't want it to happen.
Well.
But I'm
everything
going
here-
within the law of the
Yes.
town of Baltimore.
Yes, you are, you are going within the law, but we're also going to the law by opposing it.
Okay, you're right to do that.
Yeah, and but in response to your idea that these could be further subdivided,
They can't
it
be.
won't
They can't be.
happen. There's no way there can be regulations and do that.
And another thing that I've heard, I don't know how far they've gone with it and everything, but there was 2 previous owners to that piece of property. And both of those owners had that property perked, and it never perked.
Well,
Well, if it doesn't.
can I
hurt-
just give you a little
Yeah.
bit of information? If it doesn't perk, I go by the law, what the engineers do. I
Yes.
put an overground system in.
And
I'm a contractor, I know how to do all of
it
this.
must have a lot of money then.
So, it's not about the money, sir, it's about the know-how, how to do it. And to do it right for the
Absolutely,
town.
I've done this all my
And,
life too.
and then if I not done right, the town of New Baltimore won't pass pass my property, or the town won't pass the sewer system if I
Until you
don't
fix
do it right.
Until you fix it.
These,
Not until I don't fix it, until I do it right. Because it's not gonna be done to fix it, it's gonna be done right from the very beginning.
So we're looking at maybe, what, $200,000 just to
Well,
set
that's
the.
irrelevant.
You are
Yeah,
exaggerating.
but that's
No, no,
irrelevant,
no,
right?
Right,
not.
I don't think that's.
Well, first of all, everything that's on these drawings is done according to the codes and law of the town of New Baltimore. In order to put a sewer system in any place in our town, you have to get the engineer,
Mhm.
and you
Exactly.
go according to what he says. That is his personal, judgment, who he picks, if he can afford it, all of that. He's only here in front of the planning board to ensure that everything is
By the
done
law.
by the law,
Mhm.
so.
So it doesn't
That's all
matter
I'm doing.
if people don't wanna see it happen.
Yeah, if we're opposed to it, doesn't matter.
We can't he's not doing anything wrong. We
No,
don't have,
no,
we don't have the
he's
right
going by
to-
the law, that's fine.
right, we don't have the right to say to someone, you can't subdivide your personal property if it's being done the proper way. I mean, we've had subdivisions come in here with very large parcels in our town, and believe me, a lot of us said, we don't want this to happen. But legally, we have no authority to prevent it from happening if they're following the law.
So
and the
basically,
codes.
us being here as opposing people to it is useless.
No, I think it's important for everyone to hear your concerns at the
But if he
board.
does
Yeah, we
everything
like
by
peace
the
and quiet, so
law,
it's more people, more traffic, more noise, more everything.
But
more-
right now you have, there was 2 parcels, correct?
I could build 2 houses there.
the letter says 3 parcels.
No,
As
I
is,
could
as
build
is.
2 houses there right now without
Yeah.
subdividing.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're getting into some shady area here that people wanna tell other people what
What to
to
do
do
here?
with their property when they're doing things the way they're supposed to do.
So the opposition means nothing.
Well, I would not say that.
Well, it
We're
does,
listening, we're
because
trying to
basically that's what
explain
you're
to
saying.
you, we're trying to explain to you what the process is. And,
I know what the
and what
process is.
the legal ramifications here. We don't have the authority to tell this man, or you, if you wanted to subdivide your property, you cannot do it if you are doing in accordance to the law. And there's, your concerns, if, to be quite frank with you, your concerns, based on many of the different projects we've have come into us and in front of us, the concerns that you're expressing, I have to be quite frank with you, I don't see them as, critical and going to harm people. There are some projects where there's wetlands and, putting in a septic system. I mean, the people usually don't even go through with it because it is going to be prohibited by cost and everything they have to do. But
Where's the driveway gonna be?
he'll come on up and look.
There's a plan right there.
Yeah.
Which is this, for 3 or 2?
This is the,
All 3 of
This
them.
is for all 3,
Yep.
yeah.
Does it look like right across?
So there are 3 houses.
You're up.
Good.
I believe the only house you will see from across the road is the first.
So there are
house on
3
the
houses
road.
on there.
no one said there's 3 houses.
What is this?
That's
What, is that a house?
proposed to show that it can fit on the property.
Proposed what?
Showing that if they want to put a house on there, that they fit on the property with the proper setbacks. Yeah.
And the septic system.
And the septic system. He does not even have to really have that on there.
Yeah, I'm thinking at my age, man, somebody.
Honey, I'm old and
He doesn't need to have that on there. He went a step further.
I don't know, but I mean,
Show
Ellie,
it's
everybody in the audience,
what he
Excuse me.
wants to do and that
Everybody,
is
please keep it down a little bit.
feasible.
please,
Yeah.
so we can get too much under recording.
But that's okay.
I live there,
I have.
That
I have
Kessel is
land
there.
that's
You live
78
right there.
acres.
Mine is the water, the
And
one,
some to myself.
you're gonna pump 3 wells in there where the water is very iffy anyways.
And we've had this issue brought up with other projects as well.
And
And we all, we have no guarantee. We can't,
No guarantee about it.
Water, we're just.
So we have to just live with it?
well, we can.
We've gone through that before too. We had a house, the neighbor bought it, punched it in well,
I think
killed
we
our well.
understand exactly what you're talking about, because everyone here has wells.
Mhm. But
And there's
have you had it killed by a neighbor?
I've been across the neighborhood with my daughter, so you're not speaking to deaf ears. The point is that we do not have the authority to deprive someone of doing what they want with their personal property.
We have guidelines that follow,
Yes.
they have guidelines they have to follow, and that's what they're doing.
Absolutely, and that's one of the problems. Traffic. It's not a main road, it's a tertiary road.
You should come up on, Timeout Road right now. You wanna see some changes.
Well, I mean, that's just it, you know?
Brandon, how deep is your well?
The one on my house is 550.
Oh, wow.
They have one in the front of the property that was drilled before me,
Hey, guys.
730.
How much was it?
The one in the front is 730.
730 feet?
Wow.
We are 110 feet. She is 425 feet.
So it sounds like it's pretty hit or miss.
Huh?
Sounds like it's pretty hit or miss.
Yeah, it's pretty hit or miss.
And right below his house is a huge swamp.
Mhm.
Swamp. You know, so,
That's a concern of mine. There's standing water on your property, and I'm concerned where that's gonna end up. Your house is, or your property's slightly higher than mine.
Yeah, I noticed that the standing water is only there for a couple of months and it dissipates again.
Until it rains. It's there right now.
Yeah, it's there now with the snow and everything else.
It's over.
But later
It comes
on-
every rainstorm. I lived there 7 years now. It's there every rainstorm.
I noticed that last year, once the,
It's fully wooded now. Once you clear it, put houses there, it's not gonna drain the same. And it's gonna wash my
Well,
driveway
you
out.
know, they'll have to have
But your
proper
driveway's
drainage
higher.
to it.
My driveway's lower than
It
your
may be
property.
better.
The whole front of
you-
I am just to the east of you.
Even with two houses here, there's two transvat systems that are leaching into the ground, into the water.
Chelsea, Tammy's daughter.
And nothing is 100%.
I don't think there's anything we can say to you that's going to make you happy. A septic system has to follow the Department of Health guidelines,
Understand.
okay?
and they work, they do work.
Yeah.
They're expensive,
Yeah.
but they work.
Yes, they are very expensive.
But that's a bigger problem.
You have my vote. I'm opposed.
That's my only request is that, you guys take care of the drainage and that's.
Yeah.
I don't wanna start trouble either, but
I don't wanna have trouble.
same.
All right, okay, thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, we have a letter also in regards to this public hearing from Beth Kissel on 159 Featherbed Lane. Where did she join the property?
Across the original driveway on the other side.
She's over here.
She's right here, that front part, right off the featherbed, is what he was
Oh, okay.
just saying.
Okay, over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll read this into the record. Okay, this is from Beth Kissel, 159 Featherbed Lane. I'm a resident of the above address and am adamantly opposed to any subdivision of the property that borders my right of way. I am unable to attend the meeting as my husband is terminally ill. I authorize Tom or Mary Porchalakis to speak on my behalf. Thank you, Beth Kissel. She doesn't say why she's opposed to it.
Water, the wells, that's
The wells are one thing.
a big issue.
Well, anyway, sorry she can't be here. I'm sorry about her situation. But we will have that noted in the record.
Thank you.
Anybody else have, any comments? Okay,
We wish we could do something to help satisfy your concerns, but we don't have the authority.
before this board recently, there was a large
Yeah.
subdivision in part of the town, which on a lot of farmland,
Mhm.
it's really sad. I think everybody hated to see that happen.
Mhm.
I'm sure a lot of neighbors hated to see it happen. But they had followed all the guidelines and we had to move forward with it. You know, it's unfortunate. I live on a farm myself and it's sad to see the farms being subdivided. You know, and the countryside.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Okay, thanks, Fran.
Take care.
There's nothing further. I'll make a motion to close the public hearing for Peter Gagan, subdivision, minor subdivision
Second
on
it.
Featherbed Lane. Second by Anne Marie. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. Give that to.
Oh.
Roll it all up. Is that one of them?
On the bottom.
Oh, these are all the Mylars. Okay.
Just because in the code, it
Oh,
does
boy.
say specifically.
Always get hit with the water. Always get hit with the
I
water.
know.
And because you're postmarked counted,
Well,
I think we're,
sometimes it is merit, sometimes it doesn't,
Yeah,
you know?
so that doesn't mean anything other than we'll probably have to keep it for just because. Two of them, no.
Yes.
Two of them are here, you don't have to resend, we just can't, yes, we just can't, vote on it until the 10-day period has passed, so right now we're at 7. Okay, so that's just, we'll open it, I'll take what you have, and then they'll, do their thing, and
And
we'll
then after
continue,
that, so the voting portion, I won't need to stay with it because it'll be next month.
probably. So let's just do the
Okay.
public hearing part of it, and we'll get
Okay,
to that part.
I'd like to open, public hearing for a special use permit by Lance Palmetier for, garage on his property. See, we did get, everybody wants to look at this, and we can tell, this gives some distances, setbacks for the garage from the property lines. Is there anyone in the audience that has any questions, concerns, or
I'd just
comments?
like to see the map.
Okay,
See how
okay, yeah.
far-
This is what we've got, Dennis, if you want to come up and take a look at it.
what about this one right here?
Just-
Isn't that it?
Dennis, just say your name, please. for the record.
My name is Dennis Jordan. I'm looking at so where's
The garage is there and he's got some distances.
are you gonna build a new garage or you just
Lance,
working?
please go.
No, I'm just utilizing the one that's there. Just opening up a small repair.
Yeah,
shop,
the
that's
one Lloyd had.
Yeah, yep. Actually, I think there's a better photo than that. Where's the other one that I made?
Yeah, here's the drawings right here.
Isn't there another one in there?
Another one.
One is an actual GPS map of it versus the.
There were 2 maps.
Right, there's one that's close up. That should be in there. Yeah, but that was the problem, once you framed
Right, once it's scanned, is it underneath
Oh,
that map?
do you have the original? Because the
I think
original
it's
was,
underneath the map, the large map.
Oh, the large
in front of
map.
everybody.
Here?
say the one that I gave you was. So that's the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I built it, so.
I know.
Okay.
You might have to come pour more concrete in it.
No.
We're good. So it falls down, you know who to.
That's it.
Okay, any other questions or comments? Anyone regards this?
I don't have any.
Okay. So we have, receipt that all were sent and 2 back with 1, he gave me the confirmation that the one out of state was picked up. But we have that 10-day thing.
Yes,
So-
for the record, these weren't mailed out 10 days prior to this meeting. We're short a few days. So, what we will do, best way to handle that is we'll leave the public hearing open. And for any further comment till the next meeting, if everybody's agreeable to that. I think that's the best way to handle it. And then, next meeting, if there's no further comment or problems, we can close the public hearing and then do a resolution on this. So we won't be proceeding any further to Lance on this.
Understood.
Okay, so we hear a motion to leave the meeting open, or the public hearing open for.
A motion to leave the Lance Palmetier special use permit application open until April.
Here's a second.
I'll second.
Second by Bob, all in favor? Motion carries. Okay, well, that's it for our public hearing for the night. Now we're gonna open our regular meeting. If everyone would please rise and pledge allegiance.
Thank you very much.
No.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take my originals back before they get lost.
Okay.
It's one of those days. No.
Oh, really?
They might, yeah, they're gonna review it again. Stick around.
I'm just the messenger.
Oh, famous last words.
I was ready to go.
You guys are almost there, you're
I like
almost
philosophy.
there, I promise.
Okay, for starters, there's nothing further about the subdivision application where mom and dad are gonna sit up on the hill and look down and keep an eye on the kids.
Come over along.
God bless you.
What did I sign up for?
I'll read this resolution. Whereas Jeffrey Colburn is wishing to complete a two-lot minor subdivision of property located on Kings Road in the town of Baltimore, tax map ID number 1.00-1-12, had his authorized agent submit a minor subdivision application at January 8th, 2026 planning board meeting. And whereas the application and the short environmental assessment form were reviewed at the January 8th, 2026 meeting, the negative declaration was issued for the purpose of secret, and whereas a required public hearing has been duly noticed in the Albany Times was held on the application on March 12th, 2026, with members of the public offering no comment. Therefore, be it resolved, the planning board does hereby approve the maps for filing in the Greene County Clerk's office, and parties are required to record the maps and updated deeds of the Greene County Clerk within 60 days of approval at no expense to the town. Is there a motion to approve this?
A motion to approve the Colburn Meredith minor subdivision resolution.
Second.
Second by Josh, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay,
No, you did,
okay, yeah, let's do the maps up.
They're gonna sign the maps. Stamp and sign the maps, and then, once you guys have those, you can- and I will send you an email with the resolution, just saying who motion seconded, the date, stuff like that, on Monday.
That's totally fine.
You just want to show, you know, I think you're fooling us.
I was zoning out, sorry.
Oh, here it is. No, that's that one. Oh, here it is.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we got it down from 4 to 12.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at it before, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they?
Oh, no.
Because they don't want it.
Yeah, these little guys are like. Oh, right.
One for me.
That's right.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys should be all set. Here's the maps. 60 days.
That's to get to the county building and.
Yes.
Yep, and correct the deeds, and, yeah, there's the map, and here's your original receipt that I didn't ever get to.
Good.
I probably did.
Have a good night. Going the wrong way.
It doesn't matter.
Guys.
All of them are on there. Thank you. All right, have a good night, guys. See you,
Good night.
see you back Tuesday.
Yes, can't wait.
Maybe I should leave too. I mean, you know, it's bedtime, go. Don't look at me like that, where I'm, you know, I'm not used to this.
We don't have such rough meeting till you come along, you know?
I know you were very good to me tonight. I wanted to tell that man, I don't remember his name, he thinks he's got it tough with the
The
fields.
owl's on.
Oh, owl my ass.
I'll add it in the minutes, Ellie. No.
I know you have an eraser just for me. When I bought the 70 acres down under the creek, I had a guy cutting firewood off my property. I'm in the house, I hear the chainsaw, and I'm saying, what the hell is that? Well, I went down and I looked at him and I said, what are you doing? I'm getting my firewood. I said, you are? He said, yeah. I said, did somebody give you permission? Well, yeah. I said, I don't think so, pal. This is my property. And I always had my Rottweiler with me, you know. Well, the bottom line was I made him unload his truck into my house. And I got all of them. So that's what I'm telling them. If anybody does, get whatever you can out of them before you throw them.
Before you shoot him, right, Alex?
What did you say?
Before you shoot him, right?
Oh, no. Listen, I had my son Joe going nuts because I said, when I had my accident, I said, you gotta get my gun out of the house because of the one he's stealing.
Hey, good night, Alex.
Have a good
Good night.
night.
It
Ellie.
was good seeing you all.
Yes.
We're happy to have you back.
6 months. I'm gonna do it.
You're
You
good.
are.
Okay, moving along. This is, have a resolution here for the Gagan minor subdivision. It's unfortunate that the neighbors are unhappy. But it is Mr. Gagan's right as a property owner, that he has followed the guidelines of the town and the laws for a subdivision. Does anybody else want to comment on this?
Well, the comments tonight, nobody came up here, disputed the property lines or anything, and they ought to be grateful you're not using the existing right of way, which could have been turned into a road as well.
Yeah.
That you put your own in. So, and as far as the water goes, we run into this a lot. We had Old Kings Road, 35 acres, got subdivided into 3 lots. There's no water anywhere up there. The LLC bought it to invest, and I mean, it's gonna be up to the property owners to deal with the water situation.
Buyer beware, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Well, it's very interesting that some of the wells in that area are 700 feet, and then theirs is 110.
Right,
Yeah.
So maybe the well drillers are using the wrong
location,
equipment.
location.
Yeah,
And right alongside of Brandon Horn's driveway is a long driveway, right below that is a very large swamp. I mean,
hmm
never drives up.
I mean,
So
they go
figure
down
that-
so far, they miss the water,
So it's-
so.
unfortunately, we can't dictate water. That's not our job.
Nobody can.
So, we wish you luck.
Thank you.
And, hopefully the adjoining property owners, will welcome you eventually. So-
Well, hopefully.
So I will go ahead and read this resolution. Okay, whereas Peter Gagan is wishing to complete a 3-lot minor subdivision of property located on Limekiln Road in Town of Baltimore, tax map ID number 4.00-3-17 and 14.00-3-1. And whereas the applicant submitted a minor subdivision application at the January 8, 2026 planning board meeting, whereas the application and short environmental assessment form were reviewed at the February 12, 2026 meeting, and a negative declaration was issued for the purposes of secret. And whereas a required public hearing having been duly noticed in the Albany Times Union was held on the application on March 12, 2026, with members of the public offering comment. Therefore, be it resolved, the planning board does hereby approve the maps for filing in the Greene County Clerk's office. The parties are required to record the maps and updated deeds with the Greene County Clerk within 60 days of approval at no expense to town.
A motion to approve the Mohegan minor subdivision resolution.
Second.
Second by Josh, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. You stamp your maps and you should. be good to
You're
go.
in your glory. Hang out, get the maps stamped and signed, 60 days to file with the town clerk, or the county clerk,
What's that?
town tax bill.
No, this is-
And-
Okay, it says line.
You file that,
So-
yeah, yeah, you guys file that, I don't know how much it costs, but I
Is it
know
a
it's not
resolution?
too much, it's like $120
Which one?
What up? Do I
Is it
get
line
an application there? At the very top.
to do what? Oh, to file them, yeah. So you're just gonna go with your maps and updated deeds, and the county clerk will know
Oh,
exactly what she's doing.
Okay, sorry, I read that and I didn't pick up on it.
What's that? What'd I do?
It's Left Featherbed Lane, not Limekiln Road.
In the resolution. The second line
I
down.
didn't catch that either.
Yes, I'm sorry,
Josh
guys.
got it.
I'm like, swear it, I was like.
Good job.
Featherbed Lane and like that was
We're just trying to confuse you, Josh. You're new on the board, so we're trying to confuse you.
I know one
It
of
was
the
a
things
test.
tonight is on my bill.
It was a test. You passed, you're good.
That's okay. I'll change it in the resolution. It's been changed. I'll change it and then I'll send it the correct version over to everyone and to you. I'll have it in the town for you Monday morning if you want to get it.
Impressive.
It'll be waiting.
I thought you started
If
in
not,
May.
it'll be filed in this
Yeah.
file in my office and your parcel file in the town clerk. Okay?
Time to go on.
You know,
This is just because I use the same
What do we got?
resolutions over and over,
Yeah.
so.
Well, let me do these Mylars. and-
Yeah, why don't we turn
Oh,
around this
okay.
way?
Yeah, that's fine. The 4 Mylars, let me just send 4 Mylars around, or 3 Mylars, whatever they are. These are all turned around
Yeah.
too. Okay,
I'm gonna just turn
all
everything
right,
around.
okay, take it from
Did you
there.
sign that?
Let's go right at the top, and there goes Mylar.
I had figured out. And then I also have all of your draft maps as well, if you guys want those back, yeah, the ones that aren't signed. I don't have a reason to keep them. And then I have your original receipts, and then I'll just sign those and we'll be on your way tonight.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Actually, I met it sound like that I was putting up 10-foot walls, making a compound out of the whole place. I think it's gonna be very-
Maximum fence height 6 feet.
There
Yeah.
shall be no fence.
Oh, look, Josh is like, never mind. Don't put my mind up.
And the LED neon sign out front.
Sorry?
They had lit sign out front.
Yeah, yeah,
Flashing.
neon lights.
And both of your children are law enforcement, are they not?
Yes.
Just, you know.
How long have those neighbors lived where they live?
I have no idea,
I mean, I could tell on my computer, but I wouldn't know
I have no idea.
without
I
taking a
think, I
look.
think no matter what, they were not gonna be happy.
No, I guess not.
I don't, it didn't sound like there's anything you could do.
No, it's not like that, the best.
We already own 3 lots there.
That's the funny part of it, is there's another lot on the backside of this property. He actually had to mail his daughter and son a certified letter, even though we're part of this subdivision. We own another lot, so technically we have 3 lots.
Yeah, on the other side of the original.
Yeah. Of the original, we bought another piece, so in theory,
So
there's
in
3
theory,
separate lots there. We
in
could've just
theory,
built
I mean,
that.
there's 3 lots there, we could still, without the subdivision, go ahead and put up the 3 houses.
And how much more traffic would a third house versus 2 houses create?
I don't know. I must
I
think that we
mean,
have a
right
big
now,
thing
the
that
land
way.
is vacant and has been vacant for some time. And I think that is always.
I mean, it's always hard for people to cope with the fact that I make houses, and especially when they moved up there, but at the same time, you can't tell
Yeah.
people what they can do in the government.
Well,
We're just-
it's gotta get back to that. We're doing a land subdivision.
Yeah,
We're not approving properties or houses or septic systems as well as anything. That's not what we're here for.
yeah.
We've had quite a few major subdivisions in the town
There's the
recently.
maps to get signed, they're all still signing all the maps.
Not much we can do about it.
I saw Mr. Long, and I was like,
Well,
Yeah, on
which
Monday,
way is this going?
the,
On
We
Monday, I'll
actually
have the
butt up
resolution,
against his
and the
property.
county
Yep.
clerk
And I-
doesn't actually need
He
to
didn't recognize who I was, because when I found out that we were that close to his field,
Just
he had
within
guys
60
that hunted, I
days,
saw him on
yeah,
my
and then
cameras.
you'll have your.
I just went knocked on his
needs for
door.
all 3 properties that
This
should
can go
go
one,
on
two
the
ways.
house.
Either the guy's gonna answer or answer
So,
the shotgun.
Your
But no,
lawyer.
he came out, I don't know who lived there, he
Yeah,
came
your
out, we sat on the
lawyer
front
make
porch
us
for almost
a
45
meeting
minutes.
first
Okay.
with the
And he
3 months.
Told me
And
all
then
about
they'll
the
go
area,
in,
the property,
with the map,
you know,
and
his whole
then
deal with the hunting.
we
I
get
was
it
like,
back through the county.
that's fine,
So
'cause I hunt
county sends us
online
back
and
the map For the assessor.
that's it.
And all the
And I actually called him over the winter, and he told me that he doesn't let anybody with sleds and 4-wheelers and stuff back there. And I was up in the stand one day and saw a 4-wheeler come out of his woodlot, and I was like, I'll call him. Get in his good graces somehow.
Well, it's unfortunate, but it sounds like they have some disrespectful neighbors there.
Mm.
I mean, if they're bringing in people from not local and
Yeah.
hard to really understand.
We have it up on, where I live on High Mountain Road too. People just think they can come on your property.
Oh, I understand that, yeah.
Yeah,
Are these all of the ones that are?
They're, something different. They're not
Yeah, they're just like the proposed.
Construction.
yeah.
So those ones file with the county. These ones are
These the
These
ones,
ones
are yours.
Hold on, that's it,
Yep.
you have a copy?
not yet. Thank you. Oh, the maps.
You get a 6 months for each one of you guys, and then you guys keep 2 of 2.
Just one for me, and then 2 paper copies go to the county clerk and 1
I
Mylar.
want my lot.
Yep. And then the rest are for your records or whoever you have to present to, if you ever have. I'll run in.
It always show the neighbor, right?
Yep, you have them if you need them at least.
No, I love it.
Didn't realize it.
Not every one tonight
I
like
know.
that.
It's subdivided.
Some are and some aren't.
Yeah.
Well, you're all set now, though.
Yeah, and then,
Except for drilling the well.
You could have warned us.
They could have warned us beforehand, right?
So you say you're a builder, are you?
Yes, I'm a contractor.
Judging on what we heard tonight, you might wanna get your wells pounded. Not
Yeah.
drilled.
Yes.
I just heard the same thing.
Yeah. When I said 700 feet, I was like, oh boy, someone made a lot of money.
But was it really 700 feet? Did it really go 700 feet?
that's what they were
That's
saying.
The
what
one,
they
the
said.
one,
He wasn't using that one, he was using the 500 foot.
I had a project once, I used to do development, and it was for the state of New York, so they gave me this project when it only had 2 weeks left to finish everything to open, because they screwed it up so badly. And they had drilled 2 wells, 750 feet, and they had sprinkler systems, and there was mud coming. They couldn't use the wells. So I called the town up and said, you know, what's the average well up here? And they go, oh, we usually drop points.
They usually what?
They drop points.
drive points.
Drive points.
Yeah.
20, 30 feet, they were getting 10, 20 gallons a minute. So
Really?
over the weekend, I had them drop 2 points because it was a community residence to make sure they had enough water. But they had put the pump pipes to the house for both of those wells.
Oh, wow.
I wanted the state to go after them and sue them, but they wouldn't do it.
I done a project over in Ankara, and it was, we started off at 400 feet, and we were getting no yield at all. Then went to 5, and then it was 6, and I was only getting a gallon and a half. So we stopped it at that, and we left it for a couple of weeks. And, it only gained a half a gallon,
Oh, yeah?
so we brought in and we fracked it.
Practice,
Yeah.
And
open the veins.
We
up.
got 7.5
You have
gallons.
these two? You forgot?
Yep, those are
And
the,
they're all sealed off.
these ones don't go to the town.
No. These aren't signed, so they don't
That's
go
okay.
to the town. These are different for some, they didn't have the box there.
Those are yours,
Those are mine.
these go to the county.
Maybe you'll be getting Christmas cards from neighbors.
I know. It's gonna be hard to get them.
They're all very nice and respectful.
We have no intention to cause any harm, anyway. Thank you, guys.
Well, we
Thanks
appreciate
for all
that,
your
and,
help.
and I hope
Appreciate
your
it.
neighbors realize that, you know, you're not the bad guys, you know.
Well, no intention to, that's for sure.
Okay, good luck.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Thanks
night, to say the
least. Thanks very much.
Happy
Of course, have a great day.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Good night.
Okay, absolute fire protection, we gotta read the resolution, don't we?
We do,
Yeah.
yeah, just read it and vote on it. Comment came back from the county, so we should be all good with that.
Everything's covered here. I don't think I have a copy of the resolution. Let's see.
Here.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is the resolution for the special use permit for the fire protection company. Whereas Ken Gagne is wishing to conduct professional offices at a former residence located at 14318 Route 9W bearing tax map ID number 7.01-2-10, submitted a special use permit application at the January 8th, 2026 planning board meeting. Whereas the use of professional offices permitted in industrial zone district in the town of Baltimore through the issuance of a special use permit pursuant to town code section 112-9 use regulations, and whereas the application in short environmental assessment form were reviewed at the January 8th, 2026 planning board meeting, and a negative declaration was issued for the purpose of secra. And whereas the required GML 239M referral was completed, submitted to Greene County Planning Board with the decision of local decision, no county impact. And whereas a public hearing having been duly noticed in the Albany Times Union was held on February 12th, 2026, with members of the public offering, I believe there was no comment, was there?
I don't believe there was
No,
comment.
there was-
Therefore, be it resolved that the special use permit for Ken Gagne, Absolute Fire Protection LLC be approved with no conditions.
Motion
Before you make a motion.
Did I mess something up again?
Well, I mean, you have it down as a former residence. I thought it
Yes.
was a team home or a group
It
home,
was,
not a residence.
it was considered a residence under the assessor's code. So it
Okay,
was residential. Yeah, they had
but it wasn't a person's residence
Well, the people were living there.
people lived there.
They.
and ran it.
And ran
I thought
it.
they did a business out of that
It
already.
it was a nonprofit. So even though it technically was a business, it was also a residence because
The
that's
people
where
lived
they
there.
housed the
Teen town
teens.
challenge.
Okay,
Kitchen.
I didn't know if that had to be corrected.
Yeah, in the assessors, it was designated residential.
Like, most, like, community residential programs are considered residential.
Okay,
I'm just going by what was.
Proceed.
So here, motion to approve the resolution.
Oh, a
granting
motion
special-
to approve the resolution granting
With
a special use permit for Ken Gagne's professional offices.
Second. Second by Josh. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, just have, approval of the, minutes for the public hearing on January 12th, or February 12th, 2026. Do I hear
I'd like to make a motion that we, accept the minutes as
a public hearing? Okay, I hear a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries, the minutes have been approved. And we have our regular monthly, meeting minutes. I hear a motion
A
to,
motion to accept the public, the regular monthly meetings for February for the town of Baltimore Planning Board.
Second.
second by Josh, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries, the minutes and, for the meeting and for the public hearing are approved. There was some other,
There is a, map in the back. I had a call from Charles Holtz,
oh, that's it, yes.
surveyor. He is doing a 2-acre subdivision from a large parcel and wanted to know if the board needed a full, survey
land.
of the whole piece or a partial, or
How
a
big is the
partial.
original parcel?
Over, it's 59 point something, so about
Then
60
you only need to
acres.
do the 2 acres.
Okay, okay, perfect. I just wanted to run it by
Um,
everybody.
Yeah, but he's eventually gonna have to redo that to reflect the parcel coming out of it.
I heard,
But for the code, for surveying purposes.
Yeah.
Because the acreage is so large, he's only taking a small piece.
Yeah.
They're not required to survey the entire parcel,
Okay.
just only what they're subdividing out of it.
and I
Where's that
believe
for?
he said he was gonna
I'm just
file
curious if you do it.
Oh,
the
and
map
I can
with
find
it and
Okay, never
then
mind.
have the new deed
Sorry,
for the 2-acre lot and say the old deed minus the new lot when he puts the two together with the county. So it won't change, but it'll say minus these 2 acres.
So
This is
the
on
deed
Featherford,
will
too?
be revised.
The-
Large parcel.
The large parcel deed probably won't be revised as is, but it'll be added, the new parcel will be added to it that says minus this piece.
What's the
I
acreage
believe
break-
that's how I understood it.
What's that?
What was the
Wouldn't there
acreage
be a
breakdown
need to
on
show,
where the,
It's in here.
being that the new lot
Yeah, there's a,
is so far in, that they have to
So
give,
far.
The road frontage, is that what
that
you're
was
saying?
150.
Access?
right? Yeah,
This is a lot line?
What's the right word that I'm looking for?
no.
No, it's a
A
subdivision,
right of way.
right? Yeah.
It's already a road. Is it not already on a road?
Yes, Northridge.
It's on Northridge Road. So it does have road frontage on Northridge Road.
So this one goes.
So
Why
the
wouldn't they
driveway,
do a deed
easement,
for
right of
Oh,
way,
so the property, yeah, the property goes on both sides of the road.
it does, yeah. And across the other road too. There's a small piece on the other side of the main road. It's a weird piece.
Mm-hmm, it is.
This is right by where we were doing.
Yeah, it is.
And then on the other thing, Rob, I just added, the new agricultural data statement and the 239 form for your stuff, just so that you had the reference in your, thing.
Oh, okay.
So when I sent over the ag statement for the subdivision, county came back and said, no jurisdiction over subdivisions.
Yeah.
And the new ag statement reflects that, whereas the old one didn't. And I think that's it.
Oh. So he's just taking one lot off.
It's 4 acres. If the remaining land after subdivision is 4 acres or less, the field survey of the boundary lines should include the entire tract.
Oh. So it doesn't
Four-
have.
4 acres is the threshold, huh?
That's
Yeah.
pretty low.
Huh? Yeah,
Very
that's
low.
surprisingly low. Yeah.
Okay.
Cause we just went through that down in County Route 61 there, where they did the subdivision and the previous one off the parcel hadn't, the original parcel hadn't reflected that.
Oh, up in Messina,
You ever seen it?
yes. Right.
And they were, they were
That's
about
all
4.
fixed
Yeah, that's
now.
right, they were about 4 acres, so.
Everything's fixed and everything's, filed correctly with the county.
Down the road, if they continue doing stuff like that, you know, sometimes, yeah, somebody goes to buy a parcel, oh, by the way,
Yeah.
you know, so,
Well, look at all the things we've had to clean up.
yeah,
You all set?
okay, that should be it. Your motion to adjourn?
A motion to adjourn the March 12th planning board meeting.
Your second, second by Josh, all in favor?
Alright.
Aye, motion carries.
And it was February 12th, the last meeting.
That's right, we had two Friday the 13th.